like I am moving, but I'm standing still. You make what's fake seem so real. You got my heart, that's the deal. You're the perfect start to the rest of my day. They say love is blind, girl. Everybody can say. In love, sometimes we lose. I got a good thing. I count on you, babe. That stuff they talking about's irrelevant. That's just hearsay.
Invite a few friends, y'all.
Say I got another lover, but I don't roll that way. Baby, what I'm trying to say is all about me. It's all about you. Don't give a damn about what they say. Girl, I'm gonna love you till my
Hey, Mom. Hey, Paul. Good morning. How y'all doing? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. It's Reset Monday, y'all. Hope you had a great weekend, and I hope that well, here we had really bad storms yesterday. I was doing an open house in Arlington, and it was really bad. So I hope that the weather's good down in the SIP, Mom, and that y'all didn't get what we got. It was kind of bad. Good morning, Kevin. Thanks for joining. But happy Reset Monday. It's Reset Monday, y'all. And for those of you who may be joining for the first time, Kevin, I don't remember seeing you on the live. Thanks for joining today. My name is Cree. They call me Realtor Cree, and I am coming to you from the Chronicles of Cree. And come on, excuse me, I don't know what this is. During the mornings at 8:20, I chose the number 8:20 or the time 8:20 because the number 8:20 stands for equality and balance. And in this life, we need equality and balance. And so I switched to the 8:20 time. But I wanted to come and give you a few words of encouragement for the day from the Chronicles of Cree. And today we're going to be talking about setting hard boundaries. And no matter what it is we're doing, whether we're working for ourselves, whether we go to work for somebody, it doesn't matter. We have to set hard boundaries. We have to have boundaries that are set. You know, when you raise children or rear children, the proper term, when you rear children, you have to have boundaries. It can't be, you know, a free for all and everything goes, or your house will just be crazy. Good morning, Tracy. Thanks for joining. So when you rear your children, you have to have boundaries. You have to have just that right balance so that things go well. And when you don't set, you know, boundaries for your family, that's when you go to, you know, people's houses and their children are all over the place. You can't even talk to your friends because your kids everywhere. There are no boundaries. You have to have some boundaries set. Sometimes parents have rigid boundaries. Can't nothing get in, can't nothing get out. Kids be a certain way. Then sometimes the boundaries are too loose. They let everything go. Stay out as long as you want. Talk on the phone as much as you want. You can do any and everything you want. You don't have to ask. Loose boundaries. And then you have boundaries that are permeable. And with permeable boundaries, these are three types. With permeable boundaries, you let good stuff in, hey Tilly, and you let the bad stuff out. So you know how to adjust and make the adjustments. So the time 8:20, equality and balance, and having a permeable boundary all goes together. And so today I was talking about, you know, we have to set real hard boundaries for our lives. Our children or adults are gone, and you know, now it's time to set hard boundaries for your life, because when you don't have boundaries, when there are no boundaries, there are no limits. There are no limits. There's no discipline. There's no control. Anything goes. Anything goes. It's like you're just flying by the seat of your pants, if you will. And so when you don't have boundaries, there's no discipline. And so you can't expect for other people to have boundaries for you if you haven't set them for yourself. You can't expect it. You can't, because you haven't set it up. You haven't set it up that way. So that's why, you know, you see people with no boundaries. They allow people to treat them any old kind of way. They allow people to talk to them any old kind of way. They handle them rough, and they just kind of sit back and, oh, it's going to be okay, and it's no big deal. No, they have no boundaries set for themselves. So people just feel like it's okay to, talk to them any kind of way. Well, no. I mean, if you're sick of that, you have to decide that, you know what, I need to set some hard boundaries for myself. I was thinking about how sometimes people say, you know what, that's just what she owes, or that's just what he owes. That's what they get. Have you ever heard people say that before? It's like they glory in your downfall, or they're excited when these things happen to you. And then you're left trying to figure out, well, why would they be happy because it happened to me? Well, for one, they don't have, hey, Mila, they don't have boundaries set for themselves. So they're not going to have them set for you. But the things happen to you like that because you've decided that it's okay, or you don't check them. So they just feel like they can get away with it. People run over you because you haven't put your foot down, as my papa used to say. You got to put your foot down. You got to put your foot down. Even God had boundaries. He did. He said, you can't have no other gods before me. He said, you can't lie. He had a whole list. So why do we think we don't need them? And then he told you what was going to happen if you stepped over those boundaries. And a lot of times we live our lives allowing people to do us any old kind of way because we feel like we're just going to let God handle it where he will. But in the meantime, what are you going to do? Because see, while he handling that for me, I'm checking y'all. You're not going to handle me rough. And my boundaries are set. And I'm not going to say yes every time you ask me to do something. No, set hard boundaries this week. You know how people say, oh, well, today my focus is I'm going to accomplish one task. Well, the purpose for the Chronicles of Cree is to help you set the tone for the whole week, especially if you didn't go to church yesterday. I'm going to help you set the tone for the whole week. And the tone for this week and the focus is I am going to set hard boundaries. When you want your children's lives to be better, you set hard boundaries. You don't just get to go play all day. No, you're going to get up and you're going to go to class and you're not dropping classes. Why? We got to set that boundary so that we can get those good grades and the GPA doesn't look like 1.0. Set hard boundaries. We need you to go to bed at night so you don't get to go hang out all night and come in at 6 o'clock in the morning and then think you're going to get up at 10 o'clock and go look for a job, or you're going to get up at 10 o'clock and go. No, we don't do all that. But you've got to establish these boundaries early. You got to do it. So it is with your own life. I say set hard boundaries this week because a lot of us, we want to do better. We want to have more, but then we haven't set the boundaries. We haven't set the boundaries. You owe it to yourself. You deserve to be treated well. You deserve to have people, in your life who know how to talk to you. You deserve to have people in your life who know how to treat you. You deserve that. You owe yourself. So you can't come over here just doing stuff no any kind of way because we check you at the door. Then if your spirit is not right, you don't even get to the door. It's that simple. It's that simple. So we have to set boundaries and have boundaries and guidelines just like everybody else. You see people and you wonder, how their children seem to be all intact, their lives are all intact. You have to set boundaries. People will treat you the way you let them. And a lot of times it's inferior, but they can't treat you inferior without your permission. You let them. You say, well, Cree, well, how do you let them? Because when they come to you talking all crazy, when they come to you trying to bring a bunch of chaos, confusion, and gossip, you don't check them. You don't, because you're afraid of what they're going to say. You're afraid they're going to be mad. You're afraid they're going to walk out of your life and not come back. Well, baby, when they start walking out your life, give them a new pair of shoes, some New Balance. They tell me those are good shoes, all those good running shoes. Get them some Pumas. Get them some new Jordans so they can walk the heck up out and keep walking. Yeah, because if it's that easy for them to walk out, they didn't need to be there anyway. They didn't. You got to set hard boundaries. Hey, Rashonda, you got to set some hard boundaries. When you want your life better, you're going to do better. But it does not happen if there aren't boundaries that are set. I'm just saying. Well, some people say, well, I really would tell her, but I don't want her mad at me, and I'm scared of what they're gonna say. They weren't scared to tell you off. They weren't scared to, tell you or remind you, girl, you still smoking. I thought you said you was gonna quit smoking. Well, first of all, I don't need you reminding me that I need to quit. What I do need is your support. That's how you start to set hard boundaries. The first thing you need to do is confront it. You got to confront it. You got to confront it. I don't like the way you treated me when you fill in the blank. I don't like the way you said fill in the blank. And stop walking around holding all of this in until you burst, because they don't even know what's wrong with you. You mad, they okay. No, you got to confront it. You got to confront it so that they're not confused. You don't want them walking around uninformed. No, you have to tell them, you know what? I just can't have all the chaos and the confusion around me. So can you take that somewhere else? I'm really trying to live a life of peace right now. But see, a lot of us don't want to say that because it make you look a certain kind of way. And now everybody can't be included in your inner circle. They sure cannot, baby. Circle smaller than a Cheerio. That's what Kai said. Yeah. See, if we don't set boundaries, then we get in situations that we can't even get out of a lot of times. Or we get in situations that are so hard, we're like, oh my God, we start to doubt whether we can get out of the situation ourselves. So the first thing you want to do when you set a hard boundary, you got to confront it. I don't like the way you talk to me. I don't like the way you think you're finna talk to my significant other. I don't like the way you think you're finna talk to my children. You got to confront it. So the next time they'll go tell somebody else, they won't come tell you. That's what you have to do. After you do that, you have to tell them, you know what? I appreciate that invitation. And you know what? I'd really like to come. But right now, my plate is full. I'm not going to be able to come. But I appreciate the invite. Set that boundary. Because if you say yes to everything that comes your way, then you strap for time. Now, people don't like confrontation. They don't. But they don't mind confronting you. Mom, they don't. But they don't mind confronting you. They don't mind confronting you. You have to tell people no sometimes. I can't accept every invite that comes to us. Why? Because I'm over here working. Other people are not doing what we're doing. And what we do means that we have to work around the clock. We working while y'all playing. Yesterday was Father's Day. Mark had a wedding to shoot, and I had an open house. But when you're good to each other all the time, you ain't got to wait on nobody to tell you it's a holiday to be good because he is a good daddy and a good husband, honey. You don't need that. You're practicing that all year. So when you have a good man, you don't have to wait on the people to tell you, oh, today you need to celebrate your husband. Hello, Bishop Ruben McKenzie. See, I got the bishops and the evangelists on here today, so I can't get y'all like I want to. Thanks for joining. Good morning, Jazzy. I got some hair curlers for you. You need to get. I threw them in the trash, but I got them out. So we have to understand that, you know, we were all put here for a purpose, but if we don't set hard boundaries, it's hard to achieve it. Because we say yes to every little thing that comes our way. You can't say yes to everything that comes your way. Sometimes you just have to say no. My children were growing up. Sometimes I would tell them no just for shock value. No, you can't have it. I'll give it to you later. No, it's not a good time. Set boundaries. Because when you say yes to everything, that's when you have those loose boundaries. In and everything goes. So this week, I want to encourage you to set real hard boundaries. Go back and look at the areas in your life. Look at the people who come to you any old kind of way. Confront them. You got to confront them. Hey, Greg, you got to confront them. You can't be afraid to do that. I'm not afraid to tell you, no, I can't make it. But I'm not afraid to tell you, I don't like what you said. I don't. And so if that's the attitude you're going to have, take that way over there. But, you know, don't bring it over here. It's okay, because we set boundaries. On holidays, we try to be off. Yesterday was the first holiday I think we both were working and gone. But like I said, when you have a husband who's all that, like mine, I can say that, you don't have to wait on a special day. The boundaries were set a long time ago. So we can have a late night meal at the restaurant. Ain't that many people there. Yeah, that's how you do that. But you have to set boundaries and stop letting people make you feel bad because you say no. No, I can't make it to the party. I can't. Plus, it's starting at 10 o'clock at night. My body starts shutting down at 8:45. Saying, girl, it's time to lay it down. You know, you got a long day tomorrow because I'm at that age to where I can't do all that. But if you don't set boundaries, other people won't. You don't come to my house at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. You tell my daughter, you don't get to come to my house no 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, girl, like you paying the bills over here. When my door is closed, it's closed. Wherever you are, I hope you can stay. Not, oh, I'm going to just give you the key and the code. You just come and go when you want to. No. Because me and you don't share that lease. Me and you don't share that payment. Set boundaries so that people understand that, I can't come to you this way. People have to understand. See, when you're raising children, boundaries are not set. If you think I'm playing, go to some parts of the city and look at the children there. Go to some of the schools and look at the children there. See, I can talk about schools because I know about them and I know the children. So go to some of those schools, and it's not that children are bad. It's just that, they don't have the best parents, the best parenting style set before them. Let me say that. So everybody's parenting style is different. But when you don't teach your children early in life that things aren't going to always go the way they want them to, then they have a misconstrued conception of how the world really functions. So it's up to us to help them set those boundaries. The more you say no, the sweeter it is. Mark, your mama said the more she say no, the sweeter it is. And they get used to hearing it. So it's not a shock to them. And I'm serious, y'all. It's like, I just know that from the way our lives are set up, I'm talking about us, the way our lives are set up, we can't say yes to everything. Some days we need days to where we're not doing anything but sitting here looking at each other. And I can't allow, somebody else to come in and say, well, I need you to do this. I need you to do this. No, you got to set some hard boundaries. You got to set those boundaries hard. Draw a stick, get a stick and draw a line in the sand. Remember how when we were growing up, we used to say, okay, knock the stick off my shoulder. I bet you won't knock the stick off my shoulder. See, I wasn't knocking sticks off shoulders. I'm just busting people in the face. Yes. I'm not doing all that. Draw this line. You ain't gonna cross this line. I ain't got time for all that. You want to fight me and I want to fight you, okay. And I didn't get into a lot of fights, but I would if you came for me. And I had brothers, no sisters. So all that, I'm going to draw a line in the dirt and you're going to cross the line. No, I'm going to deal with you head on. Why are you talking to me? First of all, you already done told me. And that's what people do. Hey, man, people already tell us, how they feel about us. Or they teach you by showing you how they feel about you, and you don't get the message. You miss it. That's why they can say anything and disguise it as humor. They do. And I know y'all had those friends. Girl, you ain't lost no weight yet. You ain't telling everybody else, girl, she 10 pounds heavier. That's what people do. Rooney, I'm too old now. I don't do all that fighting no more. I done took it up a notch, and we're gonna leave that right there. Yeah, but just say it. We have to meet people where they are. So when people want to come to you like that, it's like, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to deal with it head on, and you got to confront it. And I'm not saying always being physical with it, but I'm just saying you got to confront the issue. Boo, you messy and you gossip. So I can't have you in the circle. That's confronting it. Because now they'll think twice when they want to come tell me something Millie said or come tell me something Steve said. They'll think twice about it. But if you go, girl, yeah, you know what? I saw her at the park and looked like she was struggling. I saw her at the restaurant and she had 20 pounds of crab legs. And that's just what people do. But you got to set hard boundaries for yourself. I've decided that for me and the things that I'm trying to do right now, I can't say yes to everything. To every opportunity. I had a lady call me and she was telling me, first of all, oh, I like your spirit, and oh, I like, your attitude, and I just believe that, you're going to be really good at, and I'm just listening. Finally, she says, and so we've been in this business for a long time, and you could make a whole lot of money. First of all, I'm not talking in theory, all right? I'm dealing with real dollars and real cents. All that cryptocurrency, I don't even know about that because I need to see it. And it could just be my limited thinking, but forgive me. But I had to go ahead and say, you know what, you stop right there. Number one, that doesn't work for me. I'm not interested, but I thank you. because right now I'm working on what we're doing over here. So I had to set that boundary real hard so that she didn't give me that whole spiel and waste her time and mine. Because there's nothing worse than wasted time. So you can get some more money. You can make money. That's easy to get. But it's the time. It's your time that's so precious. It's valuable. And it's not an unlimited supply of it. And so tell them, you just for real, tell them that. And Paul says those boundaries matter and the children will benefit. Yes, yes, they will benefit from it. I miss you too, Millie. They will benefit from it because here's the thing. You're teaching them now the way life is. And so I don't have small children to rear anymore. We don't have small children. But I just look at other people and I go, you go ahead and they give you what you want. You go ahead and they get, and I see it all the time. I see it all the time. And it's sad because we give them a false sense of how the world is. It's a false sense. And that's what it is. It's a false sense of life. And we are responsible for, hey, Susan, hey, Eugene. We're responsible. We are responsible. We are the ones who are responsible for how our kids turn out. So if we allow them to have these loose boundaries, and you as a parent, the leader, have loose boundaries, how do you think the children are going to be? It's going to be loose. It's going to be loose. It's kind of like letting your child as a teenager, stay on their phone all night, go and come back when they want to. And then all of a sudden you go learn that that was really like too loose. And now you're trying to get some permeable boundaries set. It's almost too late. My papa used to say, you bend the sapling while it's young. I didn't understand that as a kid growing up, but you bend the sapling while it's young. My children didn't eat all over my house. You eat in the kitchen. You don't have the privilege of eating in your bedroom and dropping crumbs all over my house, because when I walk on the tile floor, I don't want to feel anything under the bottom of my feet. So the rule was you just eat in the kitchen. Hard boundaries set, right? Okay, turn those phones in at a certain time. I need them on my dresser at a certain time. Hard boundaries set. Okay, since you haven't been diagnosed with a disability, last time I checked, you weren't intellectually disabled. You didn't have dyslexia. You weren't ADHD of any of that. Last time I checked, you were all right. Bring some seeds in this house. So the bar was set. You bring some seeds, you're going to get some heat. I just need to know what happened on that day. Did you not turn your brain on? Did you leave it at home? Did you forget it in the locker? Tell me what happened. Because this is a C. I didn't give birth to C students. I didn't. So I decided to just keep their report cards and their work to show them how smart they were in the moments they wanted to act real dumb. I had the data to prove. See, at one time, y'all was smart. I didn't smoke crack with you. I wasn't drinking. I didn't have sugar or salt. It was hard, but I did it to give your brain the opportunity to grow and develop so that you'll be able to grow up and set hard boundaries for yourself. See, I did that for you. So how dare you come in here and try and overstep my boundaries by making a C? Something wrong with you? Because if it is, let's get the help right now. Need some extra tutoring? I can help. Brain dead? Might not be able to help. But unless that's the diagnosis, we're not doing that. So that was just understood. Not all of that, hey, Demi, well, it's okay. It's just one time. No. One time. Okay, so I'm going to let you slide this time. Then next time, you're going to, make another C. And then before you know it, you'll be a C student. And then you have to see your way up out of my house. Ask Kai. She on the line. She know I'm not lying. I love my people. I love our children. But we got to teach them how to pull their clothes up and use their heads for more than a hat rack. My papa used to say that too. Use your head for more than a hat rack. I done showed you how to clean that shotgun 4 times. And you still don't know how to clean it and put it back together? That was his conversation with me. Because that's what we did in the country. Shot rifles and 38s and 22 specials and did all that stuff. And he was like, use your head for more than a hat rack. So that's what we have to do. We have to use our heads for more than a hat rack and help our kids to develop, healthy boundaries so that their relationships are healthy. So that you know, when they go out in the world, you're not having to hold their hand and bring them back home to live with you in the basement when they 30, 40, and 50 years old. I know somebody right now whose son in his mid-30s and she's still making his bed and fixing his plate. The devil is a black lie straight from the pits of hell. You're not going to be 30-something living in my house unless something's wrong with you, but I'm making your plate and bringing it to you, and I'm making your bed. No, I'm not going to be able to do that. But those are the people who I'm talking about who haven't set boundaries for their children. And you owe it to yourself to set them for you. Don't let people come at you any old kind of way this week. When they get on your phone and start talking all that mess, say, sweetheart, I really need to go. I didn't want to have to cut this conversation short, but you've taken it in a direction that I can't go. So I'm going to have to hang up. But when you pull it together, call me back. I might be able to answer. And then sometimes you're going to have to pick the phone up and look and see it's ringing, and then you're just going to have to go block so that they can't ever call back anymore. I block numbers all day. Hey, hi, I'm a vacation specialist. Block, not looking for a vacation right now. Haven't worked hard enough to earn one. Hi, I'm an electricity provider in your area. Block, I already have electricity. I don't understand the concept of having free electricity on the weekends. That's not how our life is set up over here. But block. You got to learn how to block those negative vibrations that are coming and stop allowing any and everything to come in your ear. People misunderstand people all the time, and I ain't messed up about it. But I know who I am. People have their own way of trying to hold you back, trying to set the boundary for you, trying to set the bar for you, and you let them. Knowing how to deal with and handle people is the key to being a successful person. I'd have to bring my A game if I negotiated a contract with you. You sure would, Steve, because let me tell you something. I got some real bills over here, and I ain't playing with no contracts no more, honey. I'm telling you, that's just what that is. Take the sheets off. We learn how to make the... Mom said take the sheets off. They'll learn how to make the bed up. How about this, Mom? Take the bed down and take it out of the house. See that? But that's a whole lot of work. How about just remove them from the house? That way we ain't taking no sheets off or taking the bed down. Because see, at 30-something years old, unless something wrong with you, you don't have no business living at home. I don't understand that. But anyway, I understand that time is of the essence, and we owe it to ourselves and to our children. We do. We owe it to ourselves and our children. We get them smartphones, $1,000 phones, you know, making a payment on the phone, but you ain't making payment on no burial insurance. You got all these high-dollar shoes, and his kids that just wish they had some pro wings. We do all this stuff. But we miss out on what's crucial. We miss out on what's really important. Hi, Kyle. We miss out. Hey, Demi. We miss out on that stuff. We miss out on what's really important because we don't want them to be like us. We don't. We don't want them to be like us. See, boundaries were set growing up. You got up and you turned around and you made the bed up. You didn't get to sleep all day. Then you had breakfast, and breakfast didn't consist of a biscuit and a hash brown for $1.50 from McDonald's. It was rice, biscuits, and bacon. Rice, biscuits, and sausage. It was toast, eggs, and ham. Toast, eggs, and it was a hot meal. That boundary was set. Don't you go asking, can I go through the line, Rooney, at Whataburger and get sausage and gravy and biscuit? Finally, somebody who eats that stuff like my husband does, he eats it all the time. See, that boundary wasn't set. Then after breakfast, my grandmother started preparing lunch. The boundary was set. Wasn't, no, I'm going to the Golden Corral and get the special today. Or I'm going to the Olive Garden, buy one and take one home. We didn't do that. Go outside and play. You can sit up in the house all day on your phone. We didn't have cell phones. The boundaries were set on how to live. And then here we come and we got kids and we feel like, you know, they don't have to go outside. My kids didn't even go outside that much. They didn't. I didn't go outside that much. After I got grown, I ain't going outside. It's hot. I got air now. I'm in the AC. Nah, I'm good right here. We got to set those boundaries. And it's not that we don't want our children to have better and do better. It's just that they can have better with the right boundaries set. You can have better with the right boundaries set. That's why, you know, we get into relationships. I wish I would have a whole boyfriend and a bill due, a whole boyfriend and my car dirty, a whole boyfriend and Eugene, my yard need to be mowed. Oh no. No. Not with a whole boyfriend. See, the boundary is set, boo. Guess what? I do this for you, you do this for me. We're going to have a mutual relationship. And the boundary is going to be set real early. Otherwise, you just keeping company. No, I'm not doing anything that sounds like that. You play too much. And we let people play with us too much. See, we play with toys. We play at the petting zoo with the animals. We don't play with our lives. And that's what people do. What's for breakfast? It's not sausage and gravy and then biscuits. I can't eat that stuff. It's too thick. But we'll allow people to come in and play with us. They play with us too much. And so when we don't get to where we want in life, now we mad and we want to blame everybody else. But we need to start with the person in the mirror, because the person in the mirror is not the one who set the hard boundaries. You got to start right there. Boy, I can't talk to you right now. It's my working hours. I work for myself, but I don't get to sit on social media all day. I thank God for it because I use it to run my business. But now we're not doing all of that. Not at all. I had 3 boys and a husband. We didn't go out to eat a lot. My boys can eat. They do. And Mom, let me tell you something. They still eat, because this one over here be eating up everything. And with 3 boys, I really don't understand how I would have done that. I think that I would have probably just been like, you know what, I'm good with one. What we going to do with these other 2? And, then I've been trying to decide on which one I was going to keep, which 2. I'm just kidding. But I'm saying boundaries have to be set. And it's up to you to do it. It's up to you to do it. You have to say, this is what we do. This is what we do in the mornings. This is what we do in the afternoon. This is what we do before we go to bed. Same thing with your life. This is what I do if I want to get this business started. This is what I want to do if I want to go get it registered. This is what I want to do, what I need to do if I want more clients. I can't sit up here and chit-chat with you on live and chit-chat with you about some BS and chit-chat with you about, a whole bunch of nonsense. I need to be out getting a client. I need to list somebody's house. That's what I need to do. I need to help somebody buy a house. So I need social media to do that. Those are the boundaries that I've set for myself. I have a certain amount of houses I need to sell in 2019. And if what you're talking to me about can't help me sell that house, I don't need you talking to me. It's all business. It's all business. And so I'm grateful for the opportunity to use the live to be able to give you some words of encouragement. If the words of encouragement really aren't for you, they're for me. It's just that I hope they helped you. That's what the words of encouragement are for. Why? Because I owe it to myself. If nobody wakes up and says, Cree, it's Reset Monday, happy Reset Monday to you, I can reset Monday and reset my whole week and hit that reset button as many times as I want to and set hard boundaries for myself. And I hope that you can too. I hope that you can too. So I appreciate you hopping on the live. Hi, Erica Vasquez. Thanks for joining. I'm so excited to have this time with you in the mornings at 8:20. I'm so excited for the people who already joined my YouTube channel. I have several. Your Realtor Cree is one of them. That's the most important one. Then I have one called Black Girls Can Speak Spanish Too, because for some reason, people feel like I can't, Erica. Yo no sé por qué ellos están pensando así. I don't know. But I got Black Girls Can Speak Spanish Too. And then all of these videos that you see me doing in the morning are on my channel called The Chronicles of Cree. And so you can go there and watch a lot of those videos. But on the Black Girls Speak Spanish Too, I'm putting like funny videos whenever weird things happen to me out. And then I think I might, put something up there to where you can learn your ABCs and the vowels and syllables and things like that, learn to speak. But I have a Spanish class that's starting. We're going to do it online this time. I'm a little nervous about it, but I'm excited about it too. And so if you want more information on that, you can get in my inbox, and really I'll PM you when we're done. But that's it for today. I just hope that you set hard boundaries, and remember, you owe it to yourself to do so. And don't allow people to come at you any kind of way. You set those hard boundaries so that people will know how to treat you. Sometimes you gotta train them, just like you train puppies to pee on the potty pads. You gotta train people on how to treat you. You just gotta train them. And if you do a good job, they'll know how to come at you. Some people are kind of hard to learn, as my papa used to say, and you can't learn them nothing. But I'm excited about what's happening over here in the Pyramid household, and I hope that things are moving for you and yours. We wish you well on the journey, and we want to see everybody at the top, because it's the bottom. This is overcrowded. People are steeped in mediocrity, and they want your company. They're okay with being mediocre. They're okay with having nothing. They're okay with having that little bit they got and living from check to check. Baby, struggle don't look good on you. Mm-mm. I was listening to a minister and he said, you know, the poor will always be with you, but you didn't have to be one of them because there are some resources and things that you have that God only gave you that you're going to have to use to help somebody else. So I said, you know what? I received that. Baby, struggling don't look good on me. I told my daughter, baby, struggle don't look good on you. Don't look good on you. What age group is the Spanish class catered to? Everybody. 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 And I'm doing classes everywhere. I'm at the DeSoto Library sometimes, at the Cedar Hill Library, then I'm online and have physical class. I'm just making it do what it do. Okay, so if you want some more information, just let me know. But I want to see everybody at the top because the bottom is too crowded. Remember, people dealing with their own private battles, they're just not discussing it with you. So a smile goes a long way. We're going to be feeding the homeless again next month. I haven't gotten a date set yet. So if you want to donate to that, I'm going to go ahead and put that invite out there. You're invited to donate to that. I am looking for another area of the city to go to because Tent City is gone. It's not like what it used to be. So we need some other areas. So if you know of a place where, you know, people are in need, let me know. Get in my inbox, and we want to take clothes and food because we are sister and brothers keepers. So I want to see everybody, you know, either out when we go and feed them or see you in the Spanish class, or if not, I'll see you here on live. So have a great, happy Reset Monday, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.